kings and priests. There is an attack, and there has always been an attack on our youth, even in our days of old. There's always been an attack to get rid of children, to get rid of the male seed in particular. We must understand that inside every male child is God's purpose. God is expecting that young boy to turn into a young man, to turn into a man, to get married and to birth children. Inside that young man is God's purpose and God's plan. You get rid of the men, God's purpose comes to a halt. Why? Because there is no more reproduction. The reason why the homosexual agenda is so powerful and prevalent today is because they're trying to turn the hearts of all men to girls. Where a man don't even desire a girl anymore. I don't want a girl anymore. Why? Because I love my own sex. That's perverted. But that is the trick of the enemy to rob the identity of the man, to turn him into something that God has never intended for him to be. And he's doing the same thing with the women. Women loving on women and all having sex with each other. But what happens? They don't have a desire for a man anymore. And because they don't have that desire for a man anymore, then they cannot birth the children. So this whole attack is to destroy mankind. We're not singling any sin out and all that. You know, all have sinned and come short of the glory of God. We all have done something and are doing something wrong. We shouldn't be doing nothing wrong, but we find ourselves doing wrong. So we can't judge anybody for what they do. What we need to do is understand them and love on them right where they are. But we gotta stop. There has to be a period that we have to stop and hear the cries of our babies. Especially when they come to church and they see us act a different way. But when we go home, they see us acting a different way. And when you try to correct them or try to give them instructions, it's almost like, how dare you to tell me to do right and I know you doing wrong. And so the enemy have divided and conquered the house. He have divided and conquered the family. So when it comes down to church, it ain't nothing but a big social club and not a place of empowerment. But we gotta learn to say, you know what? Enough is enough. We have to learn how to identify where we missed it and start building it up and making it right. And today I wanna make it right because our young people should be in leadership positions. Train up a child in the way he should go. And when he is old, he will not depart from it. So that means as parents that we have a responsibility to train our children, all right? And when we train our children, there is a guarantee from God that if we train them the way He says train them and not the way we want to train them, we guarantee that our children will not be lost at all. The poor are always ruled over by the what? You see what they taught them? They taught the children, it says, listen, be better than me. Learn how to be wealthy. No, I'm not just talking about wealthy in finance, but that's a good thing too. But I'm talking about wealthy in wisdom, wealthy in knowledge, wealthy in God. Learn how to teach them how to be wealthy. And watch this now. He said why? He said because if you are in a poor state, he said the rich will always rule over you. And God never created, watch this now, He never created for us to be at the bottom. He always created us to live at the top. Come on, somebody. We're the head and not the what? We are the lenders and not the what? Borrowers. So we should be training our children how to, first of all, love God. We ought to be training our children how to honor their father and their mother. Then we ought to be training our children how to be business owners instead of workers. We ought to train our children not just to get a job. We ought to train our children to own the company. Not to get into a 30-year mortgage, but teach them how to buy the house. That's what the Jews taught them. Put it back up there. Look what it said. He said the poor are always ruled over by the rich. So don't borrow and put yourself under their power. We've been putting our kids under the power because we're under the power. But if you're going to be a parent, if you're going to be a God parent, you should always want the best for your child. Somebody's after you every day. I'm not talking about somebody physically. I'm talking about somebody spiritually after you every day. And you need to wake up with that type of mindset that you are always in a spiritual battle to fight for your life. St. John 10:10. Let's read it together. Ready? Read. The thief cometh not, but for to do what? Steal and what? And to kill and to what? Now, we got to understand this, that there is a devil. Everybody say there is a devil. I know society don't teach the devil anymore. I know society don't teach there's a place called hell. I know society teaches that life is just what it is, but you got to explain to me, where did good and where did evil come from if there is no God and if there is no devil? Because if there's a God that do good, there got to be a devil that do bad. If there's a righteous force, there has to be a wicked force. So we have literally, and it is so sad that even the church have erased the idea that Satan truly exists. Spend that family time that we used to spend time to talk to our children, to spend that quality time with our children, to do things with our children. Why? Because those quality moments is what shapes who they really are, instead of letting the TV and technology shape who they really are.